If the Champions Ballad is indeed the last new content we see for Breath of the Wild, it doesn't feel like much of a send-off. This web of new overworld trials and shrines is strung together by some fairly throwaway backstory, and its rewards are minimal. And yet, as it came to a close, it was what I'd played, not the story I'd been told, that shone through. I'd just been given 8 more stellar hours of one of the best games ever made. This isn't a goodbye from Hyrule, it's a nudge to return there. While Champions Ballad is teed up as a story quest, it feels more like a challenge mode in many ways. This is definitively endgame material. It begins by taking you back to where it all started, the Great Plateau tutorial area, and transforming it into a much more dangerous territory. Handing you a new weapon, the one-hit obliterator, Breath of the Wild suddenly becomes a neat survival challenge. You kill everything in one hit, but everything kills you in one hit too. And I mean everything. After this, you're given the best of what the Champions Ballad has to offer. 4 new quests. They're a mixture of new boss monsters to fight, inventive time trials, and some gratifying treasure hunts, all relying on your intimate knowledge of the world's map to even find them in the first place. The only real downside here is how each champion's questline is topped off with repeated boss fights from the main game, only made minutely more challenging than they were in the first instance. Every single quest objective rewards you with a new shrine to complete as well, and with a final quest that I won't spoil, there's around 6 to 8 hours of new material in the main story quest alone. Sadly, only around 20 minutes of that, made up almost entirely of flashback cutscenes invoked by nomadic accordion muscle bird Cass, amounts to actual, story. The hope of many, including myself, was that the Champions Ballad might round out Breath of the Wild's story, or offer a further glimpse at what's next for this version of Hyrule, but it does precious little of either. To be fair, what Nintendo has made, once again, is magnificent. The Champions Ballad questline is Breath of the Wild in microcosm, a supremely made set of brilliant and surprising overworld encounters, peppered with satisfying miniature puzzle dungeons, and overlaid with, yes, a slightly underfed approach to storytelling. Alongside the main quest, there are yet more treasure hunts for new armour, as well as horse armour that allows you to warp your mount to wherever you are on the map. They're fun, but a little throwaway for late game players. But there's one more addition. Finishing the Ballad storyline awards you with a Sheikah motorbike, the Master Cycle Zero. It's the perfect tool for exploring the Hyrulean nooks and crannies you failed to visit over the course of your journey. And I've played at least another 2 mindless hours since I finished the quests, simply because of how effortless it makes travel. The Champions Ballad isn't the extra dose of story for Breath of the Wild that many fans were expecting, but it would be churlish to turn down another chunk of hours with one of gaming's greatest achievements. Even better, those hours are filled with new surprises, endgame level challenges, and the weirdest post-game reward of recent years. For more on Zelda Breath of the Wild, why not check out our original 10 out of 10 review and our review of the first DLC pack, the Master Trials.